it didn't work. The medicine did absolutely nothing. Of course it didn't. It was expired after all, and in the end, she ended up passing away. Hopefully, the medicine had some effect on the other fish. There's even more bad news. Majority of the shrimp have been nuked. Yeah, none of them survived. There must have been something in the water that the shrimp did not tolerate too. Even water changes did nothing to save them. Either way, we need to test the water for the big four. pH is at 8.0, ammonia is at 0, nitrite is at 0, and nitrate is at 5 ppm. Those all seem to be pretty normal results. So just in case, I added some activated carbon to remove anything in the water, including any leftover medication. Now the S. repens is covered in staghorn algae, and the plants are still showing deformities, so I think it's time to take out the big guns. Boom! Liquid fertilizer, specifically estimated index fertilizer. The reason I'm using EI is due to my main focus of having more plant density. With EI ferts, plants will grow much faster and may have an easier time outgrowing algae. So I'll be dosing about 1.5 ml of APTE every day. This might be exactly what the tank is missing, for now. But wait, what is this? Is this Pregante Guppy acting weird? I think she's about to give birth. So I set up the breeder box, put her in there, and just waited until... There's Fry! However, she would not drop when I was filming her, which is fair. I don't think anyone wants someone recording them while they're giving birth. And over time, her belly started to shrink, and once it was basically flat, I went and put her back into the main tank. Now, it's time to see how many fry we have. Holy, there is a lot of them! You can also see an egg at the bottom, but unfortunately, since guppies are live bearers, that little egg down there will not hatch. Oh, how many fry are you asking? I counted about 20 of them. 20 fry that will end up as adult guppies in a 15-gallon tank. And just like that, I have more guppies than I can account for. The real interesting bit is seeing the colors that they will develop. 6 days later, and you can see the fry being more active. If you're wondering what I've been feeding them, it's Hikari First Bites. I unfortunately don't have the time to produce live food for them, so this is the best next thing. Now back to the general health of the tank. The plants have started to really grow since I started adding liquid ferts. However, there are still tons of staghorn algae ever present, so after a little trimming, I decided to just nuke the algae with some Seachem XL. But before we do that, please unplug the filter. When the filter is off, we can directly hit the algae and not have it spread. Syringes also help a ton for more pinpoint accuracy. A day later and you can see the staghorn has turned into a shade of red, which means it's dying. We'll get back to this as I found something interesting in the tank. The heck is this? Whose illegitimate fry is this? Both parents are albino, yet there is a non-albino fry in there. So that means one of the two parents have the dominant non-albino genes. Now I'm really intrigued on how this fry will end up looking. Now back to the staghorn algae. It really turned red. It's kind of pretty to be honest. But in a few more days it should all be dead. Oh. That's not what I meant. I may have overdosed the XL a bit. The Elodia is also taking a hit from the overdose. Oops. Although, the other plants are doing just fine. Even more, the fry have grown quite the size since they were born. I also have a gift for them. This here is some celery that I've been growing in this here cup. I'll be putting one of them right inside their box and another right in the back of the tank. Hopefully they grow. Otherwise, I'll just put them outside in a proper garden. And this concludes the month of May. Believe me when I tell you, this here is the turning point where this tank will evolve into something beautiful. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep on scaping.